My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this. It's kind of a review, but it's a makeup tutorial as well. So I actually reviewed the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I was matched with the shade Brown Sugar, and I wanted to just review it for you guys. A lot of you guys asked for a review, just a foundation review, but I kind of guessed that if I was going to do the foundation review, I might as well just do a quick makeup tutorial, which is really simple, just to see how all of the other makeup products like the bronzer and the highlight would go with the foundation. So if you guys are looking to get the Huda Beauty, it is fairly new on the market. I know they were out of stock a couple of weeks ago of all the tan shades when I tried to buy it, but they do have it in Harrods in London. This is where I got mine from. I did make my way on my own to Harrods to get colour matched to this foundation. It is held in Knightsbridge. That is where I went to, and it's a massive store, so I had to ask quite a few people where the actual Huda Beauty was. I don't know why I was thinking, but I thought it would be like a very big venue when it kind of wasn't. It was quite a small discreet area, and it was really nice because there weren't a lot of people like there are queues for the Fenty Beauty. A lovely lady there called Morgan actually matched me up to Brown Sugar, and we ummed and ahed it. We both ummed and ahed it for several minutes. I also tried Macchiato, which is a shade underneath, because I was afraid that this would dry down or oxidize on me, which means it would probably get darker. But we settled for Brown Sugar in the end. So yes, I purchased the bad boy, and I wanted to try it out with you guys today. This was the first time that I've ever tried it on myself with other makeup products and seen a full face of the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. So if you guys want to see what I thought of the product and my honest review, then just keep on watching. I just quickly wanted to mention for you guys that are going to Harrods, they do samples, but they only do 4 samples. So you get macaroon, amaretti, toffee, coffee bean, and then you get the primer to sample as well that you can pick up. I don't know if they advertise that much, but this is what you get, and then you get all of the shades on the back as well. So if you guys wanted to kind of try it out, you probably wouldn't be able to get a sample. They don't do samples of like a shade, but I guess you could try it out, so you could try out the texture and see if you like the finish before you actually purchased the actual thing, because it is a little bit dear. So I thought that was a good thing just to add in there. Okay, so let's just get straight into the video. I've already tied my hair up just to get it out of the way. We're going to start off just with a bare skin before we start our skincare. Okay, so because I have heard that Huda's foundation is actually really matte, I want to be adding some dewiness because, you know, I like a little bit of glow. So I'm going to be using MAC's Strobe Cream. This one is in Goldlite. I'm going to take a little bit of this, pop a little bit on my hands, and then just massage it onto my face and neck area. Okay, so for primer, I'm actually going to be using the BOBBI BROWN Skin Smoothing Pore Perfector because I've already got it. I'm not going to lie, let's be real, the foundation is expensive enough. I didn't want to invest in the primer as well. I just wanted to try the foundation. So hopefully it will work with multiple primers. This is just the one that is my everyday use. So I'm going to be using this, take a pump of this, and then I'm going to massage that all over the face and neck area. Okay, so now for the foundation. This is called the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. It is raved about here. I'm a little bit late to the past. I actually went in store and got mine matched up for me by a lovely lady called Morgan that works there in Harrods, and I actually got matched to the shade Brown Sugar. Now, I don't know, it looked good at the time, I'm not too sure. So we will be trying it together in person. Leave me your comments down below and let me know what you thought. This is beautiful packaging, stunning. I'm just gonna grab it out of the box now to show you guys the actual product. Oh, ooh! Listen, I'm a bit bummed because in the actual box itself comes a Huda Beauty Complexion Perfecting Pre-Makeup Base, which I believe is the primer, in a little sachet like this. So I probably should have tried that. Am I too late? I'm not going to put it over the primer that I've already got on because I don't want it to kind of, I don't know. Yeah, no, I've decided I'm not going to be using this because I just don't want it to congeal. I want to give this a fair chance. So I'm just going to try it on top of the primer that I've already got on. So the packaging itself is actually quite sleek. I do like it. It comes in a glass bottle with this kind of black lid. It is pretty. If I'm comparing it to other foundations, maybe like the Fenty or the MAC ones, I feel like, personally, I feel like they look a little tad more luxurious. This one, you can tell, is like a first make of a product. but I like it nonetheless. So let's just get into trying it. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by taking the Huda Beauty foundation, taking a couple of pumps onto my palette dish, and then using my MAC buffing brush to start applying that slowly to the skin, and I'll let you know how I get on with it. Okay, so at first glance, with me just testing it, this lives up to its name. It is full, guys, it's it's so thick. It's full coverage. Like, if you like a full coverage foundation, then this is the bad boy for you. It feels a little bit tacky, I'm not gonna lie, and I have read some reviews. I've tried to stay away from reviews because I didn't want to kind of like blur my brain with reviews, but it smells a little bit potent. That doesn't even make sense. Smells a little bit potent. It does smell, it has a scent to it, but do you know what, I really like the smell to it. I personally really like the smell to it. I've read reviews where they've been like, it's been a bit potent for them. I personally like the smell. It's full. Like, it's full coverage. My skin looks absolutely flawless. Do I think it looks cakey? No, I don't think it looks cakey, and I really, really love the shade on me. I feel like the shade looks beautiful. I don't know, after I've done the whole of my makeup, then I can give you an in-depth review as to how I feel about it. But I feel like my skin looks flawless. Okay, let me be real with you guys. So far, I love it. Like, I don't want to love it because I don't actually like really, really thick foundations. This is all, like, this kind of foundation is a foundation that I'm really not about. I really like lightweight ones and watery foundations, but this, I don't know, my skin just looks amazing. And I've not even used concealer yet, so I do have pigmentation underneath my eyes and around my mouth area, and I feel like it's already kind of just minimized that a lot. I'm not going to need to use a lot of concealer. But let's just move on to the next steps, and then I can kind of give you my in-depth review overall once everything's together, because I don't feel like you can 100% judge foundation when you've just got foundation on. Okay, so next I'm going to be moving on to concealer. As per usual, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear to give this foundation a fair chance, mixing NC45 and 42 together, and then just popping this into my darker pigmentation areas, which would be around my mouth area and underneath my eyes. And then I'm just going to take it on top of my eyelids because I do have a little smoke there. I think that it's safe to mention that if you guys like a foundation where your skin is peeking through, then this one isn't the one for you. So that is my foundation and concealer done. My skin is looking hella flawless. Like, none of my skin is peeking through. It does look like there's a filter over it. There isn't right now, but it's looking really flawless. Can we just appreciate for a second that I am using the Desert Dust palette as the mirror? I just thought that was a nice touch with trying the Huda Beauty foundation. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit crazy, I don't know. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you guys in a little bit closer. You can see the skin now and it looks really, really flawless, but what I would say is, looking in the mirror, it looks like it's oxidized or dried down a tad bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade number 20 and highlight. I would usually do this anyway, so it's not going to kind of affect my normal day-to-day makeup routine, but I'm going to see if this just brightens it up a little bit. Okay, so now that I've got the highlight on, I'm just going to use my damp beauty blender and blend that bad boy out. Okay, what I would say is that highlight has really brightened it up. That's brought it back to life. But the foundation itself, I don't know if it's just me, I've not seen any other reviews, it's a little bit sticky. Like, it's not, I feel like it's very, very matte, so anything that I put on is not going to slip and slide. I'm used to like foundations that are not so matte, where they appear or they feel a little bit sticky. Anything that I put on, like concealer or highlighter concealer on top, usually goes on smoother. This has gone on really smooth, but it just, the texture just feels different to me. That's all I'm trying to say. It just feels a little bit different. Okay, so I do want to finish this look, and I might as well just do it with you guys. So I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows. As per usual, I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow pomade in dark brown, and I'm just going to run this with an angle brush through my brows and then just brush them through with a spoolie to soften them up a little bit. Then I'm just going to be using a little bit of the Makeup Forever's clear brow set, and I'm just going to set my brows in place. Once my brows are done, I'm just going to be taking a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer that I used to highlight in the shade at 20 again, and I'm just going to pop this underneath my brow bone to make my brows pop, but also pop them all over the lid, so I've got a nice primer that's light enough for my eyeshadow colours to pop. And then just going to use a damp beauty blender and buff that out. Then before that starts creasing really quickly, I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's loose powder, the mineralise powder in the shade Light, just with my Kat Von D brush in number 5, and I'm just going to set my eyelids in place. Now for eyes, I'm choosing not to go crazy because I want this to be a skin focus, so I am just going to take the shade Amber on a MAC 224 brush, just the one colour from the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and then I'm just going to be popping this all over the lid. I'm then just going to run that on my lower lash line as well. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for eyeshadow at the moment, just because I do want a skin focus. But don't worry, I will have eyeshadow tutorials using the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. I think I'm going to do a whole review on this itself. I have done swatches. If you haven't seen it on my Instagram, oh my god, or my Snapchat, the swatches are absolutely incredible. I just love the palette. It was dear and I ummed and ahed it for a long time, but I had to get it because it is so stunning. Now just to give my eyes a little bit of oomph, I'm going to be using the MAC Brush Black Brush Stroke Liner, which I really love. It's very nice. The Kat Von D Trooper is my fave, but this one is so good as well. And I'm just going to give myself a really nice, cute cat eye flick. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara. You guys know that I love this mascara. Now, wanting to stay loyal to the brand, I'm actually going to be using the Huda Beauty Scarletts. These are my favourite Huda Beauty lashes. I do love them. They're a little bit manky because I've used them, I would probably say about 8 times now, and they're still good to go. So I'm just going to quickly pop these bad boys on. So I did get a little bit impatient and I popped on the mascara on my bottom lashes as well. Now for highlighter, I am going to be using one of my ride or dies, which is the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette. And I'm actually going to take these two shades, which are Dream and Radiance, mix them together and pop them on all of the high points of my face. For bronzer, I'm going to be using a little bit of J. Manuel Beauty's Skinny Dip, and I'm going to bronze all the places that you would usually bronze. I love this bronzer because it's quite natural and you can just kind of layer it up and it gives you a really nice sun-kissed tan look. I like me a bit of bronzer. Just love me a bit of bronzer. Okay, so quick update, the foundation has taken really well to powders. They kind of just glide on. Like, you know how I was worried that they were a little bit tacky, but the powders just glide on. They're not sticking and they look really flawless on the skin on top of the foundation, so I've actually got no issues with it as of yet. Okay, so staying true to Huda Beauty herself, we're going to be using her liquid matte in the shade Flirt, so I'm just going to pop this all over the lip. Okay, so because I do feel that Flirt is a little bit more of a cool tone brown, just a nude, I'm going to be adding a little bit of BH Cosmetics Sandy to the center and then giving it a quick finger blend just to lighten and brighten it up. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of Fix Plus as I usually do, just to kind of revitalize all of my makeup, get rid of any powderiness, and just make it look fresh again. So I'm just going to spray a couple of spritz of this. Okay guys, so this is the finished result. I'm just going to tell you right now, this foundation is amazing. Like, I love it. I've done my full face. You guys can judge it for yourself. I do love the Fenty Beauty by Bad Girl Riri herself. I'm the shade 310 in that. In the Huda Beauty, I'm the shade Brown Sugar. In comparison, you can't really compare them because this is a full coverage. That one kind of isn't. It is a flawless finish, but it's a lot more liquidy and the textures are just different. So I don't even want to really compare it for you guys. They're different foundations. I think if you're looking for something that is flawless and you want something for the evening and you want something that is beautiful, going to make your skin look just banging, then the Huda Beauty is really nice. I would say it's a little bit tacky. So if it was a little bit tacky to the touch still, but powders still apply really nicely, it is a matte finish, and you guys know that I love a dewy finish. So you want to add a little bit of extra highlight like I have done today if you do want more of that dewy sort of skin. But nonetheless, like, my skin looks airbrushed, and that is what I love about it. So I would recommend it. It does retail at £32. It is expensive. It's on the expensive side, but for how it's making my skin look, I'm living for it. I'm living for it. Okay, so I guess that is it for my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation review and I guess makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and leave me all your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the shade, whether you think it fits me, because I think it's a really nice shade. It might have oxidized a little bit, but I think I've counteracted that. So let me know down below what you think. Let me know if you tried it out or if you're wanting to try it out. Leave me everything down below, and as per usual guys, I love you so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it up.